What is up, relatables? It has been a while. I've been busy, been working on house projects, and I finally decided I'm gonna give it a go on making my own colloidal silver. So that's what we've got going on here today. So I guess we should just get to it because it's not gonna be any shorter unless we do. So here's the setup I have. My husband worked real hard on it this morning. I got all these supplies in and so what we've done here, and again, my husband hooked this up, but I knew how to. So, all right, so we've got these connectors, these 9-volt batteries, right? And I've hooked up 4 of them. And then also got these connectors. These are all on Amazon. Find them for yourself. I'm not going to post the link. Okay, so, so you can find them. They're easy. 9-volt battery, connectors with the wires. So we've got those on, and what we've done here is created a series. That's what it's called, a series, which means the red and black will tie together from one to the next. Red and black, positive and negative, are going to tie together, and that's called a series. Basically what it does is it takes all the amperage, not the amperage will stay the same. It'll take the volts, and so 9 volts and times it times 4, 36. So 36 volts. I don't have a buffer or a, what's that called? Anyways, we'll figure it out later, but it regulates how much voltage and stuff, how much power is going into it. So I don't have one of those, so these might be bigger particles than what I'm normally accustomed to. That's okay. I'll deal with that for now. I will perfect as I go. This is my first time. I've just watched a whole bunch of YouTube videos on how to do it, and I've taken silver for a long time. I've cured many ailments with it, and people always say, oh, well, why don't you turn blue? That's some hogwash ass shit, man. That's fake. It's fake. I mean, yeah, it happened to the dude, happened to one dude, happened to one female. And as you guessed it, is all big pharma lies and all that. So you can do your own research. Of course, Google now has, anyways, you might not find it all on Google, and unless you search real hard. So anyways, we got this system going on. And then at the ends, my husband was so nice to put these little clips on for the red, the positive and the negative at the end, so I know where to put the alligator clips. So, and I also have these. They're really long. These are alligator clips. They're alligator, it's a clip to a clip. So both ends have clips. And yeah, they're really long. Maybe you should get shorter ones if you decide to do this, because it's really easy. It'll benefit you tons. You'll be amazed, and all that research can lead you elsewhere. So here's my silver. It's 99.99% silver. Yep. I got me a certification. Yes, I do. Anyway, so certified silver is good to get. You got to make sure it's pure. It can be the 3 nines. If you want to pay a little extra, it can be the 4 nines. But then I have this airflow thing set up here, and I already had it for my indoor gardening room. So I've got it set up. This is just, normally people see a clear plastic tube. This one's just black because it doesn't allow mold or whatever in the tubing, mildew or anything. So and then my husband was so very kind to take my brand new jar and drill holes in it. No, but he did good. So there's many ways to do it. This is just how we did it. Like it must be like 100 different ways to do colloidal silver. And the reason why is because it's super easy, man. It's like, it's so easy, you wouldn't think that it's that easy, so you make it way harder than what it is, but it's super simple. So we just took the little rubber pieces here, because I'm gonna clip these onto the silver, and the silver's I'm gonna run the silver up and clip them on to each the other. Make sure they don't touch, because you know, it's gonna be positive, negative, and you're sending out, basically you're making these silver, you're making it shed off nanoparticles of itself and suspend itself into water. If you've done research on silver, bacteria, fungus, nothing can live next to it. It kind of like explodes the membrane cell or something, but normal, healthy, our cells are multi-celled for the most part. We do have some single cells in us, but so this will kill off viruses and stuff like that. And you know, as you know, Western medicine doesn't have a very good program for antivirals. So, so this is the ticket, man. I've snorted it. We've used it in almost everyday life, but because it was so expensive, we only used it when we got sick for the most part. So, and it works. It really works. You'd be like, how is this metal doing anything? It's because virus, fungus, and bacteria cannot live next to it. So, in order to clean it, copper, most people use other things. I plan on getting around to doing it the best way possible. So, currently I'm not there, but some things are the best. Copper scrub to scrub it. And then after it's made, dry mouth. Oh, I've got the air set up so that it just circulates the air. Some people use heat at the bottom of their pot. I'm not using that today. And that's fine, it'll be fine. I'm not really sure of the heat process exactly yet, so I'd have to do some more research. Earl Grey tea for the sophisticated. Anywho, I'm gonna hook this up right now and we're gonna see what happens. I gotta pour distilled water in there. You can't use any other kind of water, it has to be distilled water. They make distilled water for babies. I caught this over at the Walmart pickup. That's all I do nowadays, Walmart pickup. Anyway, so distilled water must be distilled. You can't have any other electrolytes in there. You don't want to be like taking your silver. You just want silver in the water, basically. I guess rainwater is distilled is what I heard, but that you also have to filter it. I don't have a filtration system, so I'm going with straight baby water distilled from Walmart. And I'm gonna pour it in. I'm gonna fill it maybe to about there. Stick my little rods in, clamp them together, hook it up to the batteries. As soon as I do, it'll get going. So I'm also going to turn on the air thing. That's just going to keep the water circulating. And the electricity in the silver is what is going to shed off silver particles and suspend it in that water. But, so here we go. First things first, probably water. Again, you're just coming along this journey with me. It's not really much of a teachable thing as much as, hey, I'm doing this, so watch. I'll try to make it quick. Hopefully, I was gonna say hopefully I won't have to edit out a lot, but there's skin. There's my skin showing. Gross. That's not appropriate for public viewing. Oh, that took almost a whole gallon. Yeah, I'm gonna let it sit there because I'll have some bubbling water and I'm not sure how much it's gonna bubble out at this point. So I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave that there. That was almost a full gallon. Also, I like the way colloidal silver tastes. So there's some debate also. Let me just go ahead and get this going. This has like a cut edge, so I'm just gonna make the cut edge go through first. And you don't want them touching once the electricity happens because it'll spark, right? So that was perfect. That was a really good job, babe. You did great. Fits perfectly. I'm just gonna, I guess I'll twist the jar instead of the bottle. Oh, but then I got this. Wow. So I didn't think this part all the way through. Move. That's good because then it allows me to show you what's going on here too. So we drilled out this hole enough to fit the, let me just bring it closer. And then we're about to turn it on. So I might have to really how yeah. So, oh, that's good. That's really good. Okay. So, sorry about all this. I am an amateur, hence I'm on YouTube. Okay, this extra hole, yeah, that is just to release the air from this bubbling. So easy peasy, man, easy peasy. Okay. I just recently found out about veneers. And I have this gray tooth right here. Nobody's ever told me about veneers. So this is why I'm always like, people need to be more communicative, even if they can't communicate properly. It's because some people don't know everything, and they would really like to know about veneers. You know, they have a gray tooth. And yeah, I've had this for almost 30 years. Yeah, about 27 years. Nobody ever mentioned veneers. Here we go. Oh, you know what? Yeah. All right. So I think you always hook up the positive first. Is that what I remember from AutoZone? Might be backwards. Anyways, but I'm just going to go. Oh, never mind. I need to turn this on. Plug it in. Oh, wow. Yeah, I just want little bubbles. Dang, that's still going pretty heavy. Just going pretty heavy. Anyways, I'm tying this up because that's too heavy. I need less airflow through there. And this does have a regulator on it, but it's not, I don't feel like it's really regulating it. Yeah. I guess it is. Anyways, you can just tie a little knot in here. And yeah, get it to slow down. You see it slow down just a little bit when I guess that'll be good enough. It is still a little turbulent. I don't really want it that turbulent, but it'll be okay. I'm just gonna go with it for now. This is my first go at it. I do have a stone, but I didn't want to put the stone in with it because it's not a brand new stone. And even if it was, I don't know what other kind of contaminants are on that stone. So I just wanted to go plastic. Also, you have to brew this up in glass. So here I go. You can see I've got this black one, except I'm gonna start with the positive one. Just gonna fetch a secure connection on that. Bring that on up. You can lay it right there. Attach it to one. Attach the black to black. Boom. This should be 36 volts running through and still probably a 10 amp. It doesn't mess with the amps. Okay. You know what? I should have got it low like that. There we go. All right. So this is going. We have a testing method. So it's in here going. It's only been going about 2-3 minutes. I've been trying to get it ready, but basically since there's no silver particles in it, you can't actually make out a beam through the liquid. You can't really, you see the beam on the glass and you see it through on the other side, but you can't see it in the solution because there's nothing to reflect off of. However, after several hours of this brewing like this, and also I won't let UV get to it, UV rays, because that breaks down silver, we'll be able to see more of the beam when we get done. So that's really cool. All right. So I think this is going to take about 8 hours, but I'm going to show you something else. I just had to take the camera and turn it around. It's already starting to do it, but here on this negative charge, on the one with the negative going through it, that's the one that's fizzing up right now, and the one with the positive charge is not doing anything. So this one with the negative, my cat's trying to get in, I blocked it off.
Wait a minute, man, wait.
The black is now the one that's shedding its silver and suspending it into the water. So yeah, I'm excited. I'll come back to you in a few hours. You see that fizzing that I was talking about? Yeah, that means it's working. I'll occasionally, like every few hours, come back and move this air hose around, see if it'll do it. But, and then I may also switch polarities in a few hours. That way it doesn't just shed off of one, that it'll shed off of both, and kind of wear them down maybe at the same time. Let's see what's happening here, if I can hold real still. I feel like I see some silver particles in there floating around already. That's pretty fascinating. Let me be real still. Maybe if I get the bubbles out of the way, it'll focus more on that. Yeah, I just saw some silver straight come up off of that. Yes, I did. These are much larger particles than I think I need, so I really do need to get that regulator in. So I would like it to keep probably around 2 amps, I think, and do it for a longer time. That's what I would prefer. Yeah, I do feel like these larger particles are going to be an issue, so I need to figure that out, and I will. See those larger particles, they're going to sink more to the bottom, and I would prefer a smaller particle. It exits your body easier, and it just gets to smaller parts than larger particles can get to. It's better. Three times as much as it allows me to do. And I shouldn't probably have all this light on there either. It's going to go into a dark container when we're done. Yeah. I am upset about the large particles. And here we go. We have the opaque color that we're looking for. Some people like it to turn colors. When I've bought it at the store, it's been more of an opaque color or cloudy color like this. So I like that. And this is next to the regular distilled jar. Yeah, the regular water. So yeah, it's working very well, I would say. Okay, it's been about 2.5 hours since I first got the charge going. So it's been in the dark for the most part. I'm gonna go ahead and unveil it, and you see it's still got the opaque color. There's a lot of improving I saw that I could do, and I'll get to that. One rod is very dark, the other is taking on a whitish kind of color, so I had planned on leaving you up here, but now I'm going to take you down and let you see it. The negative charged one has been the one that's been sloughing off, and so that's dark. It's a very dark color. The positive one has taken on a light tone to it. So that was really cool, huh? I enjoyed this experience immensely. I did. Oops. Yes, there's no shadowing right there. Except there is, but it's not. You can't tell unless I pointed it out. So, anyways, unless you're a trained eye. And if you are, don't judge. Don't be so judgmental. Here we go. I'm going to take this apart. Basically, I'm just going to remove these things from connection, and it'll stop. Or I could just unplug this first. I'll just, yeah. And then, now it's done. Boom. Unhooked. I'm going to load them into these jars. I've saved a few jars. I'm going to give this to my bestie, so she can have some silver, because everyone should have some in their household. It'll just reduce the number of times you actually have to maybe take antibiotics, and we all know that I wouldn't necessarily recommend it by mouth, because everyone says don't recommend it by mouth, but I've taken it by mouth a lot. I've given it to my animals a lot. I've never turned blue. That's not a real thing, but maybe it is. Don't add salt to it. Don't jug it in gallons. And maybe if it was proven to me, and if there were more than just one dude and one girl, maybe I'd believe it. And maybe if Big Pharma didn't back that and get it out there and do the whole fear lie tactic. Everybody's pretty aware that nowadays that happens. So, okay, well, so I'm gonna fill up these bottles. These will require the small mouth, but before I do that, I will filter it. It's got such large particles. I'm wondering why to filter it, but I think it's because there may be large particles that gather on the bottom, and actually I don't see any, so this might actually be a good system. And I hate that I'm putting the light to it, but they say to do it, so I'm going to do it. That's weird, huh? I'm doing something somebody said without really questioning. But I think it's because it's the larger particles, and I was like, well, won't all the silver stick to the coffee filter, but I guess it's a thing. I guess it's okay. So anyways, here's unbleached coffee filter. And just gonna put it in the funnel and funnel the fluid into the bottle. Just can it. Just can a silver right on it. Now you want dark amber jars, because light hurts the silver. It's photosensitive. So there's that. Keep a good jar on it. Now, for now, I am gonna put it in these jars, and I am gonna use this. Now this is a metal, and it may leach, so I'm gonna leave a good amount of room. Also, I haven't found this recently, and I haven't heard anyone recently tell me, but when I first found out about silver and all of its applications, I knew that you shouldn't really shake the silver. It shouldn't be shooken. And I haven't found that or seen that recently, but because you want the nanoparticles to stay in suspension mode. So that's what we've done here. We've taken these silver bars, we have electrically charged them in pure water, and in that process we have made it slough off the silver and become part of the water by nanoparticles. These might be big. I have no way of measuring this right now. I imagine that at some point I'm going to get to it, but right now I don't know. So this is my first round. I will perfect it. That's how I am. So it had a pretty good shimmer through it. It's been 2.5 hours. I thought it'll be good for now, and I can know kind of the strength of it, because I could use it anywhere, and it's a good disinfectant if you like. I am not a doctor. I'm just showing you how to use it. I'm showing you what has happened to me, so don't sue me, everybody. Okay, so there's that. Yada yada yada. That's what I'm gonna do for it. And if you want to, you can stay here. I don't get paid for this, so you don't have to stay till the very end. I am going to turn off this overhead light though. Oh wow, it did. Dude, okay. Okay, it did. This, I guess, took, oh, that's what happened. Look, y'all. Look. Wait a minute. This positive side, remember this one sloughed it all off. Wait a minute, where am I at? Yeah. Anyways, a whole lot of particles fell from here. So that's why you filter. That's why you do it. Wow, what a trip. Yeah, so it's this one right here. I guess there's a buildup and they call it dross. D-R-O-S-S. Dross. And I guess it's that sloughing off of itself and just like something. Anyway, so that's cool. That is really cool. I can't wait till y'all get to try it. I hope somebody else tries this. So I'm gonna let it dry, and when I want to clean it, I will clean it with this copper scrubby. You can use other things. Again, there's a million methods to it. So, but dude, I had to turn this back on again or get you lower here. Please bear with me while I move you. I know it's very unprofessional, but you see, there was not all those particles in there. They were stuck to the rod, and when I moved the rod, they fell off into the water. So, okay. I don't want those. I don't want those. So I've decided that I am gonna filter, and when I'm done with using this paper filter that's unbleached, then I'll go ahead and put it in one of my plants. I'll just dig in the dirt a little bit and shove it down in the plants, and then as it waters, it won't be exposed to light or anything, so it'll just stay silver in there. So it shouldn't degrade as terribly. Wow, there's a lot of silver in there. Okay, I'm gonna start with the bigger ones rather than the smaller one. I probably won't do the smaller one on camera because it'll take a wee bit more time. Anyways, these are washed, cleaned, everything is sanitized. And even if it wasn't, hey, this is silver, but it is. I'll probably make a mess. I'm feeling like I'm just about to. Did you see that? I had a low battery that popped up, and my filter fell right on through. That was not a win. Okay, hey. This is a win though. I just disinfected my face from any viruses, fungal, and bacterial. Yes, I did. But yeah, get behind them ears. This is that unbleached. I could have used it, but anyway, I'll throw that in. Something I could clean up. I could clean up my phone. Let's see. Yes. Disinfect that. Your phones are so dirty. You can put it in a spray bottle as long as it's dark, airtight. So, I'm so happy about this. Saves me so much money. Saves me so much money. Yes. Yes. And it's a nick on my achieving goals for self-sufficiency. Let me figure something out and then get back with you on that. Okay, well, let's try this. I put one below the funnel. Let me just put you down. Let me put you down. Oops, wrong one. Okay. Okay, I'll just try to be quick. No, that didn't help. Okay, so I got one below the funnel. Boom. See? Funnel in. And because I didn't want it to really touch the aluminum as much, I've just gone ahead and put another one in there. So it'll be double filtered. And let's see if that works. I don't know, I haven't tried it. So y'all are coming with me. Okay. So far it's working. Yes. I spilled a little bit, but again, I'm totally fine with that because it's silver. And all of this probably needed a little disinfectant. Now it's coming out the top a little bit. I should probably put a little rubber band around it or something. Yeah, it's a slow filter process at this point with two filters, so I don't know. Guess I could do 2 bottles at once for more productivity. I thought about a cheesecloth, but I couldn't find mine, so I don't know where it is. That sucks. This is sure to be a slow process here. with this little one. Alright, so I'm going to continue to do this until it's done. This is not even half done yet, and it might just be leaking out. So this one went way quicker, so I might just go ahead and switch over to this one filter. Yeah. Anyways, that's how you make it, man. This doesn't have to be too terribly long, so. This one's going real fast. I enjoy that. Okay. I don't know why I turned that off. I just immediately turned it back on. But this one's done. Well, immediately. Sorry, about 20 seconds. This one's done. So, yay, Bessie, this one's yours. And I figured out that all I needed to do was reposition this, and then it fell through pretty quickly. So this should go really quick from here on out. See it stuck again, and then I just give a little movement like that. It is dripping a little bit. My animals, something got my animals a few years back. Almost every one of them came down with some sort of pussy sore. Oops. So that was terribly unfortunate. Look at all this. Yeah, it's getting real wet. I think it is dripping out here, so I will have to come up with something better as well here. Or maybe just go with that smaller one, because that was cutting it. I think I'll do that. Oh, it was full. Wow. Okay. It's not full, but it's full enough to where I wanted it. Yeah, they had big old, like, pussy, oozy sores, and I gave them bivalve silver and also treated their wound with silver, and it cleared them all up. I never had to take them to the doc or the vet for antibiotics. And I was really pleased by it, and this will be even way less expensive now that I can make it on my own. So I'm an avid believer in it. Now, I don't think it'll cure cancer or none of that, but I am an avid believer that it works for what it is for, and it's viruses, bacteria, and fungus. So if you have single-celled organisms in your gut, it can kill that, right? So that's why I think they say don't ingest it. They still use it in medical applications in the hospitals and stuff. They use it on burn victims and stuff like that. They use it in infants' eyes. So when they're first born, because it's very safe, you can treat styes with them. You can get a little dropper tube and just treat styes with them. In ear infections, although it's been said, but I've treated them and I haven't had this issue yet, but it's been said that it can harden your wax maybe over time. But again, you just use things in moderation, and you get to know, what they actually work for, is sometimes by trial and error, and also by listening to other people, and actually like doing some research for yourself too. So it's unfortunate. I used to always say, go take a gander on Google, but I can't really say that anymore because they're censoring as well. So yeah, anyways, so time to pour again. Let's see where we're at. Probably one more pour. All right. Way to go, Vic. I am juggling this around a lot compared to what I want to, but it's the pouring process. I'm sure it'll still stay suspended. Yeah. Shag, just a shag more. And I do want to go ahead and fill up this pot towel. Well, that's unfortunate. All right. Cat side down on the floor, but there's some silver. That'll help. Also friction. Friction is a good remover of germs, some germs. So yeah, treated them. So many uses so far. For your teeth, for your mouth, you can just swish. Just swish in your mouth for a few seconds. You can swallow it again. They don't recommend that, but many people have. Many people have and have survived and thrived. So happy we're almost done with this. It's been such a long video, but if you've hung with me, man, you're a champ. Or you're my bestie, so it's probably only my bestie hung this far in it, huh? I should have become more entertaining. Like, hey, you want to hear a joke, yeah? All right. This fella went to a bar. I'm just playing. I'm not going to tell you all that joke. It's so not funny. You know what? I'm probably overfilled. Let's see. No, yay. Just to the top. All right. Oh, this laser keeps coming on. I didn't say razor this time. So there's a full baby. Yes. That's good enough. Probably one more, eh? All right. I'm glad I got this through this. Pretty spectacular. Bump, bump. That was for you, Deej. I'm also going to stick this in my mouth. So if you are waiting around, we'll get to see how it tastes. I like the taste of silver. I do. I really do. I like that taste. My cat does too. Give my cat kisses, like French kisses, you know. I'm sure you'll see it on a video later. But yes, I know worms. So that reminds me that I will be doing a video soon. So stay tuned for videos on diatomaceous earth. And if you've learned anything of value here today, please press the like button. Also hit subscribe so you get any future updates on videos that I've made. And also smash that little bell icon so you receive notifications. Okay, so that's done. Yay. That's out of the way. I'm just playing. You really don't have to do none of that because, I don't know. If you like to, then that'd be fun. Eventually. Oh, yep, I'll use the rest of this. We did it, y'all. I can't believe it. We did it. We made it through. All right, so I got 2 of these. Well, I mean, I'm sure it's a gallon is a gallon, right? Or almost a gallon. Wow, I see all these tiny silver particles in here. Wow. This is cool. I'm probably gonna go wipe down all my doorknobs and phones and stuff and use it like a Clorox real quick. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Do you see those tiny particles of silver? Let me turn down this light and see if that helps. No, let me turn it up and see if that helps. Heck no, it doesn't. We're degrading the silver right now, so no thanks. Yeah, I want to use it. Okay, so let me take a shot. Yeah, let me take a shot. I'm just going to take straight from this. This one will be mine. tastes good. It does have a metallic taste to it, but I like that. It's got a little bit more of a metallic taste than my other silver does. So it's pretty strong. And again, like I've been saying, I could really use that regulator. And I'd like it to brew for just like how I cook, you know, slow cook, it makes it better, tender. It's just better all around. When you fast cook, there's a lot of carcinogens and stuff like this. So this is very similar to a fast cook. And of course it is. It's my first time. I will refine and perfect it. So thanks for coming on this journey with me, guys. I'll see you next time, maybe for Diatomaceous Earth. I am going to be putting up a vertical garden this year with like tunnels and stuff, so that'll be fun to see, and I think you'll find value and use in that, if anything but for entertainment. Okay, bye, have a good night, hope you enjoyed.